My next upload for this morning is just with regard to the whistleblower protection laws and the Royal Protocol and the offences against both, which are quite huge legal issues that are being supported in a society that has only been wiped clean of corruption, or that is handling corruption. So the Royal Protocol that I am guarded by, the whistleblower protection law, and the defamation laws are all being offended. I'm a loan tenant, I'm a property owner. The State Department, as I keep reiterating, still haven't addressed the damages they've inadvertently caused to my physical well-being. There are people using my name in slander, and as I've said, I'm Royal Protocol. So I'm just going to continue having to share onto my feed with regard to these matters due to how unsafe and distrustful this community is. I hope already those that have an awareness of the corruption that's come from this community are aware that there is an ongoing issue with this community and its false reporting and its financial fraud that is still an issue for this community, that is offending my good name and offending the social reform I initiated. So this is for the interest of those that know the standards, professional standards, and those that are offending the Human Rights Declaration. I have concerns for the impact that it has on women and children's rights when poor leadership is being demonstrated to young women in crimes against my good name, character, and reputation, and the legislation that came from my credentials. So this is with regard to corruption being another issue again in this community after all my humanitarianism of 2017-2019 commencing in 2003, 1999 even, being offended due to people that can't seem to do their sums properly. So those that aren't reading the letter of the law, that are offending people's good names, etc., I don't expect there to be much of a support or reward or a success from that kind of forgery or fraud. People incapable of working off their own credentials and actually frauding from my credentials are highlighting their incompetency and ineptitude, and it's not intelligent behaviour. So unfortunately, those in my proximity that are still of corruption and that are still resorting to false reporting and financial debt evasion with all the money that they owe me since 2006. I hope everyone in the international market is aware that the culprits, the very same culprits, have caused crimes against my online activity as well. So this community is a liable matter, and it is a collective community that is being referred to. All of the community can't be branded. It's a community of corrupt individuals, repeat culprits that are of defame and shame and corrupt behaviour again. So the community that are of blue collar, white collar, whichever, brown collar, makes very little difference. The difference is that there is no difference since my humanitarianism addressed all the corruption that was going on. So, in the best interest of those that hold seats of purpose and power in either the European Parliament or over in the UK, wherever, Russia, wherever you be, I would appreciate people respecting the corruption measures that I have endeavoured in and that are being frauded by people that are taking credit for work that they haven't done. There are people shamelessly telling a dangerous lie yet again. These people have been telling lies since 2006 and damaging the Hippocratic Oath and women and health and well-being and women's reputations since 2006, and now they're doing it again with more slander and false reporting with regard to my professional achievements. There was no one else except myself that endeavoured as a humanitarian between 2017 and 2019 to resolve the corruption that was being conducted in a community that is still laundering and frauding from my wealth. So in the interest of the ECB and the IMF, I would appreciate you contacting me personally. It's very dangerous that these people be supported in any corruption again. It's disgraceful for abundance. It's disgusting for prosperity, and it's just not healthy wealth at all to be circulating. So those that are spending money that they owe me, I hope you know you're in jeopardy and at risk with the criminality against my financial wealth. Anyone that thinks that they're being in any way smart or wise or intelligent, I hate to tell them the penalty in spending stolen wealth from me. So if the IMF and the ECB would kindly help address the corruption that I'm confronted with, and